Hello mga kapatid, ako si Kuya G, and welcome back to my Rivals Role Immersion. Yun tawagan ko dito. So this time, or this week, nag-try ako ng limang Vanguards. Again, top 5 picks. Since na yung week ay nagbigay lang ng top 4 S tier, tapos ngayon ay nagbigay lang ng, tapos may lang A. So medyo kinuha ko na lang yung mga, I picked the consistent ones that are mentioned. So yeah, that's what I picked. So again, if you guys are first time for this, if you need to see you don't need to see the previous video, but as I explained in the previous video, I am trying to find my role in my rifle. Like, what am I actually specialized in? Am I a duelist? Am I a vanguard? And am I a support? And even so, even if I do find my role, I still do plan to at least have some top two picks for each role, so that I can actually so that if support is not needed, I can be a good vanguard. I can be a good duelist if need be, damage whatever. So this is not a definitive like review, nor is like me actually a professional saying how this should work. Okay, I'm not a pro gamer. I just play for casual. I I will try competitive sometime, but not today. This is just me trying to get good, trying to find where do I fit in the spectrum of my rivals. Alright, coming first is our top one pick on my case, which is surprisingly. Oh god, the shaders did not load it. Emma Frost. Emma Frost is a character just like in the duelist with Hela and Daredevil that I did not expect to be fun, or I did not expect me to actually be good at it to some degree. Because when I think of Vanguard, I actually think of like, okay, I need to soak up damage, but also deal damage, or just basically be an annoyance to the enemy team. That's my basic like philosophy to being a Vanguard. And with Emma Frost being like a frontline fighter, I did not expect me to be able to use her to some degree that would prove useful. Boy, was I wrong. No, no, I'm not an expert on Emma Frost, just like any other hero here. Actually yesterday. Yesterday was my first time using her, and I had a blast using her character. Hit. It's actually relatively simple. So, while she is not that complicated, she is somewhat hard to use to some degree, because you are a frontline fighter. You need to have heals. You need to know your flanks. You need to know who to target and who to not. You need to be able to suck up damage. And if you're only the only tank, which is in some casual matches, that is a very much a a possibility. If you do plan to play tank, you're going to be the only tank, and the rest will be DPS. In that scenario, I had fun with her. Actually, any scenario I had fun with her. This is not a good review. But I had fun with her because she has a shield, which is not the same as Doctor Strange, which follows him around. But her shield is basically like, okay, I'm placing it here. It's not that strong, but it is a shield. No, I don't know if I can stop ult attacks with her. Like, I can use shield, I can use some other things like Iron Man's maximum pulse. I don't know if I can actually stop, because I don't think I've ever had an opportunity to do that, since I mostly use her as like a uh just go in and deal damage, and just basically just be in the fight. That's like my main like use for her that I found while playing her yesterday. So yeah. Alright, so second pick. Second pick with our Vanguard is going to, okay, this is what actually I'm gonna go with Magneto. It's still a fight between the top three and who to pick. So my second pick will be Magneto. Magneto is quite straightforward. He is the 2-star difficulty. He can attack and defend at the same time, both him and other allies. If you do want to play like a very simple tank role, I do recommend Magneto, because he is not only relatively easy to use, but his kit is also easy. His prime attack is a long range, and for long range, he has a shield that I think can stop both attacks. I can't remember if I was able to do that, but you can also shield someone and shield yourself from damage to gain your right click. I do you as a tank. I did use him as like more my aggressor. That is like my primary thing with tanks is that you need to deal damage and be aggressive, but also staying as like a defensive character and just hold the line or make a space and peel for your healers or peel for your DPS, whatever. That is like my thinking whenever I play tank. When I play tank, like you are the wall. Basically, it is that mean that you are the wall. You make space, you create space, you hold the line. That's it. And Magneto actually fits all of my but you are a defensive character and he has defensive. My only downside for him is that he is long range, I guess. And that's also my problem with like Doctor Strange, which will discuss later in a bit after this. Is that because I just need to aim basically. I am bad at aiming. And I guess that's also with Emma Frost. I don't know, like with Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange. It just feels like I am weak against other things. I guess I don't know. That's why he's like my top two pick. I mainly use him as a defensive character while also being aggressive. Like it's a mix of those two. With Emma Frost, it's more like pure aggressive. Say pure aggressive, like just get in the fight basically. And with Magneto, you actually have to be in long range to get your uh not fire your thing to do damage. Like I don't think I'm gonna use him as a close range fire, which I do get that he's a long range fire. So it's kind of like a bad thing for me. But he's a good character. Like if Emma Frost is picked, I don't mind being a shield. There are three types of Vanguard, by the way. There's I don't know the third one, but I basically summarized it to someone that shield and someone that attacks, pokes, I guess. And Magneto actually falls on the category for me as a shield. So if I'm like, okay, we need someone as shield, I'm choosing Magneto, but he can also fight. Next up is Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange, I had some fun with him. He is a 2-star difficulty. Uh, his main kit is a huge shield, which I have used heavily when I was playing him. I always just use shield always on him, and I became the wall basically. And I never had any. It's not that I never had kills with him, but it's more rare for me to get 10 plus kills. I don't know I can't remember the history I had with him, but with Doctor Strange, I didn't feel like I was more aggressive. Well, you can play Doctor Strange as aggressive type, but for him, I mostly use him as a shield. And that's why he's like in top three, top two. Even though even though in terms of shield, I would pick him more rather than Magneto. Is that the reason I don't pick him? Is that I don't utilize his kit enough to shine. You know, so he can be an aggressive fighter, but for me, I think for me he shines more as a defense or support. Like you can make a wall, you can stun them, you have a passive, and you have also a psychonic vortex. Not a psychonic vortex, the opposite. The Melter of Madness, which you do need to do it when you reach 100. Otherwise, you're gonna get anti-kill.
Out, dark magic.
I don't know what anti-kill is. Maybe just signature damage. I don't actually remember. In any case, yeah. Yeah, I mostly use his shield first on most fights. And each time I played him, I always get like the medal of blocking the most damage. And because that's like my most thing I use of it. The also reason of I didn't use him that much is his portal. which don't try to magic. Okay. And I went that. Where is it? Yeah, here's this. The portal is the one thing I can't seem to master. Well, it is easy to use. It's just that, oh god damn, there's so much of a cooldown for that one thing to do, and sometimes I kind of want it to be not always, but I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like a one-time use or two-time use if the game lasts for the game. Each round, I guess. Each round costs like one-time use for me. So yeah, that's the only reason I is in top three is that I can't utilize this kit in a fight that's fit on my playstyle. Even though he has his own playstyle, I get that, but I can't fit his playstyle to mine. So this is why I can't do it. Yeah, that's really all there is. It's like, oh, which one do I pick? It's not about being who's the best or who's the most damaged. It's like, who do I have fun playing? Like, that's the whole thing with this review. Is that which hero did I have fun more? And Doctor Strange was about fun. I can't utilize his kit enough to fully shine for the team, basically. Next one, second to the last, is Groot. Groot. He is good. I had some fun. Some. I just didn't. Him, I can't use this kid. Don't get me wrong. He is a good hero, but I can't utilize his shields enough to be like, oh, his shield does damage. Oh, his shield does healing. But I'm like, his shields, his not shield, is walls. His walls are not that strong, so anyone can just break it. Well, their primary function is primary function of one wall is to deal damage nearby on enemies nearby, and the other wall is for you to be healed. I'm like, well, I'm like, okay, in a frontline fight, do I really have that time to think? I don't get me wrong. There is a number one player as Groot, but I'm not him, and I suck. So that I can't really utilize Groot enough for me to have a thinking of like, oh, set up wall behind this person. Well, I did do that to some people. I just feel like everyone's running around. Everyone can COE, can CC you, can stun you, can pretty much do something to make you not use a shield. I just feel like okay, Groot is somewhat not good in that scenario. So I don't think I can have fun or utilize his kit more to that degree. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, that's like he is still in top four, which in a playstyle which in Marvel you only have two tanks. Groot is not going to be one of the picks that I can pick anytime unless the other gets banned. I know in comp heroes get banned, so so Groot might shine there. But yeah, there are other tanks that I can use. But yeah, Groot top four. Yeah, top four. But it's still fun to use. Just not enough for me to utilize his kit and my playstyle to incorporate him. Anyway, last one is who is the last one? I don't think I put him in spray spot. Who is the last one? Oh, Penny Parker. Oh, right. Penny Parker is the in the very last because just like with Good, to be fair, she is a 4-star difficulty, and I'm like the only time that I see her be properly used is on fights that you anticipate where the flanks goes. Because I did see that her mind works best on doorways where people tend to like flank you and people tend to go to you. And you can hide those there. You can hide those those mines. Don't get me wrong. And her kit her ult can spread more mines and do damage and just pretty much go there. But I don't think I utilize her kit enough to have fun for myself. Like I don't think I understood anything about her kit. So I just suck. I can fully admit that. I I'm not that good. I'm not the greatest gamer. I play casually. So even if I play, even I can lock in and maybe understand her kit if I actually don't have a choice. But if I do have a choice, I don't think I can use Penny Parker enough to be a best Vanguard. No, again, she's not bad. No, she's not. She's not horrible. People utilize her kit way better than me. But for me, in my playstyle of what I have in mind as a Vanguard, I don't think Penny Parker is that Vanguard for me. Anyway, that is my top 5 Vanguard heroes. So our roster is, oh god, I didn't even say the roster in the beginning. Okay, so our roster for our heroes in a strike squad is Emma Frost, Magneto, Doctor Strange, and Groot. With Emma Frost my top 1 pick, and I'll probably be practicing more and maining as a Vanguard once I get a chance. So again, I do want to say again that this is not a definitive or like a strong argument to what a vanguard is. That these are the only vanguards there exist. That these are the very top picks. I might be a, give me this. I might be a Deadpool main. I might be a Captain America main. I might be a Venom main. I might even be a Thor. The- I will try and practice one of these things, but in terms of like my playstyle on the top 5 picks, I will be choosing Emma Frost and Doctor Strange, Magneto, and this top 4 as my Vanguard. So yeah. So that's my five. That's the conclusion for the 5-day Role Immersion as a Vanguard. The top 3 is Emma Frost, Magneto, and Doctor Strange. Next week, it will be support. Not excited. Well, to be fair, not people play support. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys do have a hero that you want me to play as, feel free to do it in the comments. Like I am free to just try and learn. But you know, again, you never know. I might just be a specific hero. I might be the most. I might pick the very least person in my rivals as my main, and I'm actually good at it. You never know. So if you guys have any like heroes that you want me to play as, either as a joke or like either as a joke or as a seriousness of me trying to get good, just say in the comments. I'm always free. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys again next week. See ya.